Good day, friends. Saturday afternoon, I should be watching football, but I'm not. I had 2 rust jobs coming yesterday. One being an ESP Horizon Floyd Rose guitar, which I've just finished. And this is another member of the band's bass guitar, and I have never seen one of these in my life. Never, ever seen one. It's an active bass, and I'll show you. And it's a Sandberg California. I've never ever seen one of these. Never touched one. Well, obviously never touched one. Beautiful little string tree down at that end there. Great little idea. Pause that and have a look at that. Brilliant stuff. Anyway, what do I know about it? Absolutely nothing. It says it's German quality, it says on the back, so it's a German bass. 6 screws holding in the neck. I've not checked the neck for straightness or anything. I've done nothing to it. A little bit of relief in the neck, which we like to see. I've not tested the electrics or anything, but it's just coming for a setup, and it's got a 0 fret down there, which makes things a lot easier. But I can see, looking at the frets are a little bit dingy, so give them a little polish. We'll do a setup. I'll test all the electrics and everything. Just going to check the neck, see if it's twisted at all. It seems okay. They tend to twist a little bit over the years, but that looks all right. I've not played it, not plugged it in or nothing. I've got a new set of strings going on it, some Deodarios. So I'm going to basically set it up, restring it, and it can go. Like I say, I don't know if there's anything wrong with the electrics or not. I will plug it in and find out. But what a great looking bass. Really nice. Fingers crossed the electrics will be okay and we don't have to dive into anything and we're going to be alright. I like the idea of a 0 fret, that looks fantastic. So, I'm going to test that the truss rod is working. We'll get the insulation and the radius all checked, see if we need to alter anything there, and we'll see where we are. I will come back with a little update when I have plugged the guitar in and tested everything that I need to test. Interesting project. So what have I found out? Well, I've found out that the neck is straight, the frets are level, the electrics work absolutely fine. What I do need to alter though is the intonation is out and the radius on the bridge is wrong, so I need to reset that. The fingerboard is going to need oiling and cleaning, and then treating basically with lemon oil or mineral oil. The frets need polishing, but apart from that, it just needs a setup. That's all this guitar needs: new set of strings and a setup. I'm not certain. The truss rod is moving, but I've not tested that it's working properly because I can't get my Allen key right in yet. I'll be able to get in once I've got the strings off. So I'm going to set the intonation, set the radius on the bridge, then I am going to remove the strings and we're going to test the truss rod. If the truss rod is working fine, which I imagine it is, because it is turning, I do know that much, then it should be great. It should be fine. We just need to bang on a new set of strings when we've done all the neck and the fret polishing and cleaning. New set of strings and clean it up and get it all back together. As you can see, we are losing the light. I can't let that hinder me because I've got to film this today regardless. So, I'm going to remove the strings, test the truss rod. If that's all work, well, I'm not going to remove strings. I'm going to set the intonation and the radius on the bridge, then I'm going to remove the strings and we're going to test the truss rod. All being well, if the truss rod is fine, I will come back and let you know, but I'll let you know regardless anyway. Scrub what I just said because I have absolutely no idea how to move these saddles. I'd expected a screw going this way, but there doesn't appear to be one. But there are height screws there and there, which we need to get into with an Allen key. I don't know how to move them forwards or backwards. I've got absolutely no idea. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the strings, or remove that A string in particular, and have a look at the saddle myself and see what kind of mechanism it is. Failing that, I will have to go on the internet and have a look. Back soon. So very interesting bass. Rather than go faffing about on the internet trying to find out how this bridge and these saddles work, I decided to go at them with an Allen wrench. And I found out that you have 5 little screw holes in there. They're not screw holes, they're hex holes for screws. And you'll have 4 going to the base of a unit, which alter the height, and 1 is a lock. The furthest one back at the bottom of each one here, so bottom corner as you see, bottom left corner as you see, is the one that locks the saddle into place. It's got a bolt that goes sideways, and as you tighten it, it tightens it and moves the bolt, and it locks the saddle. The other 4 screws alter the height on each corner. So I've managed to set the intonation properly, and I've set the radius where I need it to be, and I've checked everything. I've been in there with a truss rod wrench. Truss rod is working both ways, so it's just a matter of cleaning it up, polishing the frets, and getting some new strings on and setting it up. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to spray the fingerboard again with mineral oil. We all know what it does, especially formulated for rosewood and ebony fingerboards. And I'm just going to coat the whole fingerboard as I've just done. Let that soak in 5-10 minutes, and while that's soaking in, I'm going to get my fret guards and I'm going to polish the frets with steel wool. Blah 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 blah. I shall cover the pickups in tape so we don't get any filings in there from the steel wool. Pretty standard procedure this. I've just sprayed this all over the fingerboard. I'm going to let that soak in 5 minutes. I'm going to get my fret guards out of the drawer right now. I know they're in here because I've used them today. I really need to organise my tools better because sometimes it's quite difficult to get at what I need to get at. So here is my fret guard, which will fit over the frets, and I'm going to go and get them polished. So pretty much straightforward. Get these frets polished, get the strings back on, and get it set up. Really quite straightforward. And we are getting somewhere. I have obviously removed the strings, got the neck level. I have checked that the truss rod's working both ways, and it is, and I have just finished polishing the frets. And I think you'll agree that they look absolutely beautiful. Fantastic. It's a standardly good base, this is. I've never seen one before. I don't even recall the company name. In fact, it looks like a Sandberg. And I went and looked at the back of the guitar, and it's German. It's a German company. Where the guitar's made, I do not know. But it just says German quality. Since 1986. Serial number 17640. Don't know what that means. Beautiful, beautiful looking bass. Absolutely love it. Great looking tuners on the back there. So, going to get the strings on there, get it back together, check the intonation again, check the radius, and we'll get the string height set. Set a little bit of relief in the neck, and it should be absolutely fine. Those frets look wonderful. So, must crack on, losing the light. Make no apologies for the light anymore. I'm going to be making videos in winter, and if I have to make them in this light, I have to make them in this light. It's just the way it is. Back soon, guys. And here we are, all done. And what a fabulous, fabulous bass. I've never ever heard of these. I might have heard of it, but I don't recall it. I've certainly never seen one in the flesh. And what an absolute beauty. And it just come in, and it needed a setup, that was it. The owner didn't know what it needed, he just says do what needs doing, blah 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 blah. And it just needed a setup. The intonation wasn't set properly, and the radius on the bridge, the saddles, was not right. So I re-radiused that, set the intonation, check the neck works fine, the truss rod works, it has a 0 fret, which is always helpful. There are no high frets at all, so all I did was I cleaned the fingerboard with mineral oil, let it soak in, get it clean. That mineral oil will also nourish the wood for a good 6, 7, 8 months. I'd recommend doing that probably every 6 months, at least once a year. Put a new set of Diodario strings on there, and it's wonderful. It's just a fantastic bass. It just looks fantastic, plays fantastic, super weight, it just looks gorgeous. I've not had to do a lot really, it's just a regular setup. The thing is, I love setting basses up because they're simple, really simple, and you get a lot of satisfaction out of setting up a bass once it's right, because once it's right, this is an absolutely solid bass. I'd love one like this myself, it's just beautiful. I would say that's probably a piece, is that an ash body? Could be pine, I don't know. I've got no idea what wood that is. I don't know anything about the guitars, but it looks fantastic. The wood is it 2-piece? It looks to be a 2-piece. You can always tell, yeah, line down the centre, you can see it. two-piece. It's just beautiful, fantastic. So I'm going to go and find out about these and find out what they're all about. It sounds amazing, plays amazing, looks amazing. What more can I tell you? So on a day where I should not have been working, it being between Christmas and New Year, and normally a football day, well, my football team's just lost 2-0, so might as well get something out of the day, haven't I? I've had a great day with 2 guitars. I just did an ESP Horizon earlier, belongs to the guitarist of this band, and this bass belongs to, I believe, is the other guitarist. So just fantastic. So 2 projects done in a day. They're pleased because they're recording with them next week on January the 5th, but I've got them done for them. I told them I'd get them done for Thursday, but I thought, you know what, might as well work today. And I have done, so it's been fantastic. So this Sandberg California, not Californian, Sandberg California, I don't know the model or anything, bass guitar though, absolutely beautiful. It's all finished, so till next time really. This has been Victor Christian, I'm your fret friend. Just before I do go, check out my website. The best place to check me out or what I do, or if there's anything you want to find out about me, it is on Facebook. So go to facebook.com/NG17. That's facebook.com/NGONESEVEN. Everything about me and Fret Friend is on there. You can watch some videos, you can find out my prices, you can find out what I do. You can see all sorts of gubbins. So be sure to check that out. But I'm Victor Christian, your Fret Friend, signing off. Another project finished. It's been a good day. Until next time, boys and girls, be good to each other, and I will see you soon.